a rainbow pancake cake.
Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Hello everyone. First thing you're going to need is some pancake mix. You can make your own from scratch pancake recipe as well. I'm using 2 cups of Bisquick baking mix, adding to that 1/4 cup of milk, and then adding 4 eggs. You're going to stir that together until it is nice and smooth, and then divide this batter up into 6 different bowls equally, and it ended up being just a little bit over 1/4 cup for each color approximately. Then use some gel or liquid food color, and you're going to dye each bowl a different color of the rainbow. Now, as I was stirring this, I decided that this was probably a little bit too thick. So what I did is I added in a splash of milk just to make it a little bit thinner, just so that when you lift the spoon up and let it go, it kind of pours out into a thinnish stream. So continue to dye all the bowls a different color. Now you can make as many colors as you want. If you only want a 4-color pancake cake, then just do 4. I decided to do 6. Now you're going to heat a small skillet with a little bit of vegetable oil over medium heat, and then place about 2 tablespoons of the batter in the pan. Spread it out very thinly with the back of a spoon until you get a circle shape, and you're going to try to make each pancake exactly the same size if you can. You're going to cook it just for about 30 seconds on one side, and then you're going to flip it over and let it cook for another 5-10 seconds on the other side. It actually happens very quickly. Now the secret to getting these so that they stay with their true color and don't turn brown is to make sure your heat is on medium. So for this one, as you can see, I put the batter in, spread it around, and then by the time it was done spreading, it was time to flip it over. And if you use the medium heat, you shouldn't be getting too much browning. If you're getting a lot of browning, then turn your heat down a little bit. Give it a flip and another maybe 5 seconds on the other side, and it's done. And you're going to get about 3 pancakes for each color, and you might have to scrape that bowl down quite a bit to get that third one out. And then put them on the plate and let them cool. Now I decided I want them all to be exactly the same size, so I used a biscuit cutter just to cut the circles out from each of them so that they're all identical. Now, as you're cooking these, if you make them all the same size, you shouldn't have to do this, but your edges of your cake will be a little bit uneven. So it depends on how neat you want it to look. And continue to get all the colors cut. Now it's time to assemble. Now you could use whatever you want for filling in these. You could use frosting. You could use sweetened whipped cream. I used vanilla yogurt is what I decided to put in these because that's what the original recipe used when I found this online. So put a little bit of the filling between each of the pancakes and just continue to stack and fill and stack and fill until it's completely done. And once it's completely assembled, throw some more on top, and you're going to put this stack into the freezer for about an hour, and that's going to make it set so that when you slice it, when you take it out, it'll be easy to slice and all your layers will stay stuck together and they won't fall apart. And then you can decorate with some fresh fruit, whipped cream, whatever you want. And this actually slices very well, and it serves between 4 and 6 depending on how big your slices want to be. Now these turned out really good. I was happy with the way it looked. Now I used the vanilla yogurt, and I have a sweet tooth, so I would add more whipped cream to these to actually eat them because the pancakes themselves are not sweet and the vanilla yogurt isn't super sweet either. So frosting in between these would be awesome, and you would make more of a dessert. Sweetened whipped cream would also be very, very good. Or you could just add, maple syrup or something over top to eat these. And they are cold, so it's a little bit different than your average kind of pancake that you normally would eat because it's more of a cake than a pancake. Anyway, it was fun to do. I think it looks fantastic when it's all stacked up. Slices beautifully. Hope you give this one a try. My mission here at Yo-Yo Max 12 is to complete as many rainbow foods as humanly possible. And so far I've done a pretty good job, I think. If you check out my rainbow playlist, you'll find rainbow fudge, cheesecake, popcorn, ice cream, bread, macaron, all sorts of great rainbow goodies. Now, even if you don't actually make any of these, but just like to watch them, go ahead and click right on your screen to see the playlist or look for the link in the description box below. Thanks for watching.